Structurally, there has been the creation of several barriers. The flow of people has been broken in many ways. We're surrounded by highways. We have become an island. Not only have we become an island physically, we have been an island emotionally. The barriers that we built have persisted for ages. We need to take them down. We need to work with each other. We need to build bridges.
Being a river community, we have to have access to the other side of the river. For our people, for visitors, for businesses.
We have 3 bridges down that move a lot of transportation issues across our community. And Wyandotte County has so much to offer those that visit this community culturally, and we don't want to be isolated.
Kansas City Design Center is a nonprofit. It's a long-standing program where K-State architecture, planning, and design students move to Kansas City, and we do community-facing projects. And the goal is to use the power of design to envision a brighter future for Kansas City.
KCDC was asked to help, primarily through an interest in expanding the design team and the unified government's ability to reach a wider audience. It's not just about a bridge design. It's about a whole lot more than just that. We're going to open ourselves up to the students because we want a better future. It seems simple. It's just a bridge. Replace the bridge. Like, how hard can that be? I think when we got into it, there were urban design issues. There were riverfront redevelopment challenges. What is a better use of the land kind of around the bridge? Economic development challenges, communication, trust challenges that exist in any community, in any city, anywhere. And then the technical challenges of a bridge and guardrails and spans and materials and traffic engineering and roadways, like a really complicated set of issues for a group of 4th-year architecture students.
We did a lot of surveys and tabling. We got a lot of input just about ways that people dreamed about interacting with the river in a different way.
That was a really big part of what we did, was get community feedback. The most common thing we heard is that they needed a bridge. They felt isolated. First site visit with Edgar, he said he wanted this to be a destination. He wanted this to be an area that people come down to, spend money, spend time.
Now we get to work on a connector. Now we get to work on allowing people to move not only from one side to the other, but engage.
It's helpful to have students at the table throwing a bunch of ideas out there. They have less of a preconceived notions. They have more optimism. They really bring a lot of ideas and energy to the table. They also do a really good job of talking with people in the community and getting input from community members.
They offer their creativity to the communities. And that's what makes the biggest difference, right? And I think we need more of that. There were a couple of very creative designs that did not stop at these boundaries. Grown-ups hold.
We do a mix of building models and also site visits. They produce kind of a first iteration of a bunch of ideas. Took some of those and we picked the top ideas. They switched into a team effort. And in the teams, they started to dial in on the design ideas and add some more realistic overlays and really get into the details and plans that they could bring to the community. So at that point, we had a big community coffee, which is amazing. And they got input on kind of their phase of thinking.
This is a to scale guardrail, allowing angled steel beams to be able to create a surface that tells a story. So our concept is to kind of mend this connection of Kansas City, Kansas and Kansas City, Missouri, but keeping their separate identities iconic.
They've really listened to residents, a balance of what we vision of wanting our river to be, access to our river, but also the importance of the industry that has been there for many years and having a balance where they can all coexist.
Did a few final iterations, did a final design review, and then we created an exhibit at the library so that they could showcase the work they'd done throughout the whole semester.
And I think the exhibit did a really great job of showing not only the individual proposals, but how the studio as a whole really wrestled with the complexity and landed on some really specific recommendations that I hope will be taken seriously by the powers that be.
We're hoping that it opened people's minds about the potential of this bridge to shape the future of the whole city.
Moving forward, I hope there's a way to take the best of what the students achieve for real impact.